Hey Josh, you feel like you're dropping the rust off still every day in practice, kind of getting yourself back to where you need to be?
Definitely think so. I think I got a long way to go to be where I want to be at least.
What do you think your chemistry is with Brian? And then can you talk about specifically that first interception you threw? Should you have made an cut there?
We're talking about the Buffalo game?
Buffalo.
Okay. Yeah, I was supposed to make an in cut. The interception was on me. Yeah, the interception was on me. I ran the wrong route.
Generally, how's the chemistry between you guys coming along?
Generally, I think it's pretty good. It's really just me trying to still, grasp the rest of the plays that I haven't been here for today. Now they extrapolating on top of, and they just got more detail with. So I'm trying to pick up the new style of how they do it. So it's an everyday process.
Have you gone to Brian and said, hey, stick with me, I'm going to do everything that I can to turn this around and get us together?
Oh man, me and Brian talked about it during the game actually, but we know, this is a part of the game. Sometimes it happens, miscommunication. But Brian's persevered through a lot. That's not going to be the interception of his downfall, definitely not. So we're ready to climb back and.
How different is what you're this year, last year than this year than last year?
I don't really know. I only played 2 games. It was about the same. They still come to the ball. Still out here practicing and stuff. It's not like I'm not playing. I'm not traveling to the game, so I feel the same pretty much.
How do you feel about the way the quarterback's decisions turned out this week?
That's what the coaches and the front office seem fit to do. So whatever they do, that's the right decision.
Would you have been excited either way?
I've known it's the right decision based upon their thoughts and whatever they determine to be. So I'd have went either way. That's what they.
Hey Josh, you had said in an interview that during the suspension you just didn't feel connected here with some people. Has that changed now that you're back? Do you feel a little more a part of everything?
It's different, yeah. You're hands-on. You get to talk to interact with people. You're on the same schedule with those people. Before, you kind of just in passing, you might see people, you might not see them. So yes, but the schedule's a whole lot different. So I see a lot more people now.
After that came out, did guys around here say, hey, I hope did anything get cleared up with any of your friends on the team?
There were no issues with none of the guys on the team, nothing like that. They all know how we feel about each other like family. So if they did hear anything, they knew nothing was personal about it.
Josh, Coach had said you're so talented and gifted that maybe you haven't been challenged on every play. Do you feel like there are plays where you can push it a little bit?
I definitely think I push it just about every play I get out there. Maybe it's just the way it looks. I look like I'm going slow, but trust me, I'm not. But I definitely think there's a lot more for me to get from the game, and to be able to reach that point where I can say I'm definitively one of the best wide receivers.
What do you challenge? How do you challenge yourself to be the best?
I'm just dedicating to the game, really. For one, you just have to master your offense that we're running here. And when you do that, you get to think less. You think a lot less. You move a lot faster. And that's really the point I'm trying to get to with these last few games we have left in the season. I'm trying to get that behind me and get ready to move forward with this.
I think Campbell could really get the ball downfield last year. Is Horn do the same thing?
I think he can. Horn's definitely got a quick motion, and he gets it out a lot quicker. So, if it's arm strength wise, you couldn't really tell the difference, I guess, because he gets it out so early. So I think he gets the job done just as good as anybody else we had.
How does the playoff chase motivate you, and what can you do in these last 4 games?
The playoffs is a great motivator, I think, for everybody. We've never been here before. I know I never played in a playoff game or practice, let alone, so it's exciting to even have that thought or dream, So all the guys are real fired up about it, and that's everybody's motivation, I think.
Hey, Mike, you and Brian being in sync the way you should?
I think we're real close. I think we're real close to where we need to be. But I know, in my mind, I'm not where I want to be because I like for it to be just second nature, me not to be able to think about it. I can hear half the play in the huddle and still know what to do, you know. But it's not like that for me right now, so I know I gotta compensate and do extra and study a little bit more than everybody else. So I'm playing catch up. So I'm not happy where we are.
Josh, Mike Pettin said he wants you to be more aggressive on downfield 50-50 balls and get it like, go up and get it like a power forward. Is that something you want to improve on?
Definitely. You get opportunities like that, you want to make those plays. I think it's been too few and far in between for us, at least for me, from making plays like that or even having an opportunity to get a play like that. So just practicing it and repping it, I think you could prepare yourself to do it.
Do you think with the numbers you had last season, you just raised the bar so high that expectations might have been unrealistic these first 2 games?
I don't believe so. I mean, I only played 2 games, played 14 last season, so it's hard to even compare the rest of the season I played to whatever I did last season. So.
Josh, in that interview also with Nate, you admitted to him, I believe you said that you kind of got caught up in all the stuff that you were able to accomplish last year and got a little careless and reckless. Is that your take on, is that basically what happened with you in the season?
That's what I said in the interview. Then shit, yeah.
Well, Josh, are you better equipped now to handle success?
I think there's just different ways to really approach it and tackle it, but yeah, I definitely think so. More experience, and wisdom from playing the game, what comes with it, you learn.
So what would you do differently this offseason when you're going to have that same unstructured time, that same free time?
I don't know, I'd probably stay in Ohio, stay at home.
Couple more questions.
Is it just mostly the terminology of a new offense? Is that what it is that isn't second nature to you yet?
Yeah, the terminology's changed even since training camp. It's still the same concept, but just a little tweaks to tight ends and protection makes the words change and sound like a totally different play to me. So I'm just trying to still realize it's the same thing.
Sorry, when we were trying to pick up the nuances of the offense, is there a big difference between sitting there in the meetings during suspension and then going out and doing it? I mean, is that the reason there's some rust?
During the suspension, I wasn't even in the meetings with the team. I went to team meetings, but I didn't go to position meetings, offensive meetings, so I didn't get to do any of that.
You weren't allowed?
No, I was just working out.
So do you find yourself running the wrong routes at times, or just taking an extra second to know what you're doing?
It was like that the first week. I was definitely running the wrong routes. Now I know all the routes now. It's just when some of the plays we have that aren't tagged for you, then you got to know what to do. So.
Josh, what does it say about you, though, that even though we're talking about you, like you're not up to speed and not where you want to be, you're still pitching 8 catches for 120 yards and 7 catches for 75?
Well, yeah, I believe someone else just said it was when you do so well before, set a standard for yourself, you want to compound on that, and that's what I'm trying to do.
All right, John, thank you.